So welcome back. Apologize for being off over a week. If it's my last official video, you can probably tell from my voice. I've just been pretty sick the last few days. So I've kind of been, I haven't really had the chance to speak, obviously, because my voice has been much worse. So I apologize if this video isn't the best quality for my voice, but I feel a lot better now. So I want to really kind of start pumping out videos about the huge free agency in the NBA, starting off with, not free agency, but with a trade request. It is finally done after last few years of speculation about Dame with his future with Portland. He has officially come out and said that he demands a trade, and he says that he would prefer the Miami Heat. So that already narrows it down. We don't have to speculate what team he's going to go to, and we even thought as well that Dame could end up with the Miami Heat. As we talked even like late into the playoffs, there was of course rumors about that he would join Miami, and now it's official that is the destination that he prefers. To kind of break it down for Dame's contract, as you see on screen here, technically he has a one year left on his deal, but officially two. 2024 and 25 is a player option or exercise where he would be set to make $48.7 million. As of right now, this upcoming season, he is set to make $45.6 million. Though I expect with him joining the Miami Heat that he would pick up his player option and stick with them. Kind of get my thoughts on the whole announcement. Not surprised. For the last few years, I've kind of wanted Dame to leave Portland to go out and actually go to a team that actually has a chance to win it. I don't like especially the last few years too as well, that he keeps throwing the loyalty card at everyone's face. I don't like that. I think it's more so, and I kind of tweeted it too. If I can find it, I'll post it on screen. I think it's more of an excuse that he doesn't actually want to live up to the hype or to the expectations of being on an actual contender and having the pressure of having to deliver in the finals. Of course, Lillard has never been to the NBA Finals with the Portland Trail Blazers. The farthest he's gone is 2019 when they got swept 4-0 in the Western Conference Finals to the KD Warriors as well. But it seems like maybe my tweet is completely wrong now with him requesting a trade. I feel at some point too, looking at the Portland side of it as well, I think they need to move on with Lillard as well. Even if he didn't come out and say he wants to leave, I think it's best interest that if they failed to help Lillard get talent. I know it's a tough place, Portland, to attract star players. Haven't done the best on the draft and haven't had much success in free agency. So it's in both, but for the most part, it's more on the Portland Trailblazers side. So I think it's best for them to move. Tough for them to move a core piece that's been there for over 10 years. Get as much assets as you can, and hopefully that you can slowly rebuild this team in the process of help with the Dame Lillard trade. Now, for my thoughts, I apologize. I suck at trying to predict what hypothetical trades are going to be, so I might be way over the compensation for the Miami Heat. But looking at it, of course, Miami Heat would acquire Dame Lillard, the biggest name, obviously. In return, I do expect the Portland Trail Blazers to receive multiple first-round picks. I say at the very least 2 first-round picks, whatever year that may be. Might be pushed a little bit farther down the line. Though obviously it wouldn't surprise me if the picks are much sooner rather than later. But I do expect at least multiple first-round picks too, with my exact pick, guess. And then also in return, obviously the player. For this one, in my opinion, I don't see how this trade gets done without giving up Tyler Hero. And like I said, I might be way off with this hypothetical trade. I just don't see Miami keeping Bam and Tyler Hero as a core alongside getting Dame Lillard. I think you're going to have to give up one. I think they're they are a little bit hesitant to give up Bam. And of course, Tyler Hero's name has been thrown out there a couple times over the years. Last one being, I think, after the bubble year, they had a chance to acquire James Harden, but they refused because they didn't want to give up Tyler Hero. But I think for this one, when you're seeing how close Miami has been since Jay Butler has gotten there, looking at since he's been there in 2020, he's gone to 2 NBA Finals. The first one being his first year in Miami, the bubble. He lost 4-2 to the Lakers, and in this previous Finals in 2023, losing 4-1 to the Denver Nuggets. I don't really blame Jimmy Butler in these games whatsoever. He's done as much as he could. The problem is it's a similar situation, in my opinion, to Portland. There's only so much you can do with the undrafted players he has and the lack of star power on the team. He's going against stacked teams like the Lakers in 2020 and the Denver Nuggets these past finals. So I think for them, it's more important to kind of take the gamble and trade away Tyler Hero. With this one, it's probably not a move that maybe a lot of people are happy about. Unfortunately, we weren't able to see Hero in the playoffs. Got hurt game 1 of round 1. He was rumored to be back for the finals. He was activated for game 5, but never played a single minute. So it's unfortunate for that. But in my opinion, I don't see how this trade gets done without adding Tyler Hero. Another one, too, maybe 2 other players that might be in there is Kyle Lowry and Duncan Robinson. Lowry has been rumored for them to waive him. So in this case, you might just be just throwing into the trade as just more compensation. Just looks good on paper. I wouldn't be surprised if Lowry was thrown into the trade as well. And Duncan Robinson, I think, could be another option as well. 29-year-old has played good, so that could be a decent piece for Portland Trail players in return. Not saying you're going to get Hero, Lowry, and Robinson, but definitely maybe 2 players and a pick, or 2 players or 2 picks and a player along that range. But I'm going to kind of stick with 2 first-round picks, Tyler Hero, and maybe one more thing thrown in there. Now shifting to the obvious one being Miami Heat. This gives the star player that Jimmy Butler has been dying for since he's been Miami. I know if you want to see the next one is Bam, but it has been hit or miss throughout the whole time since he's been there. So no doubt this gives him a solidified superstar, if you consider Lillard that. I do. It gives him a great second option, a great duo alongside Bam if they decide to keep him. I know there's been speculation that maybe they would try and, or other teams might try and go after him. I don't expect Miami to get rid of him. But for that 3, I think that is, for Jimmy Butler, more than good enough to get you over the top and win a championship, especially with Dame Lillard's caliber, especially in the playoffs, the big games he's had. That is going to be huge for for Jimmy Butler, taking some of the load off of him and kind of putting it on Lillard. Now, of course, it's going to be in a similar situation, not 1-for-1, but how it was for maybe Anthony Davis. I won't say go as far as say Kevin Durant, because that's huge, but some of the mindset where they're going to a much better team and all eyes are on them. Are they going to crumble under the pressure? Are they going to succeed? I think a more 1-for-1 option is, our analogy is probably Anthony Davis. What's going to happen with LeBron James? He goes from New Orleans, the smallest market in the NBA, to LA. How's he going to perform? And his first year there, he wins the NBA Finals and helps LeBron win that. And some people even argue he should have won Finals MVP that year in 2020. So now all eyes are going to be on Dame Lillard. I shouldn't say if, but when this gets done, no doubt this is going to be huge for Miami. It's going to get their next star player since, if you want to say, I mean, I guess you can really consider Jimmy Butler as that. But you want to go as far as say the original Miami Heat with LeBron and so forth, with Wade, Bosh, and stuff like that. Like I said, if you want to consider Jimmy Butler as that, I have no problem with that. I think he is underrated in my opinion at times. A lot of people want to throw shade at him, especially for this past finals, for coming up short. Like I said, this guy has really nobody around him. Has a bunch of, for the most part, the team is undrafted free agents or late first round picks. And the fact that he's carried this team twice to the finals just shows you how great of a player he is, in my opinion, and really steps up in the playoffs. And no doubt adding Dame Lillard's caliber on that team alongside him, I think that's more than enough to put him over the top. But, of course, all eyes are going to be, like I said, on Dame Lillard to see how he performs under the lights, under the pressure, if they make it that far. Lastly, I don't think this is going to take too long. Like I said, we know it's no more speculation. We know he wants to trade. We know the team he wants to go to. I don't expect this to be dragged out necessarily. I think it should be done sooner rather than later. Like I said, we already know the destination, so there's no more a bidding war for Lillard, of course, there might be teams you might see here and there that might make a push, but he seems sold on Miami Heat. So I would expect this deal to be done very soon. But I'll wrap it up here. Apologize, not the best at talking. I kind of want to wrap it up here because I want to, keep talking for long. I heard my voice even more. Just want to make a quick video, give my thoughts on the Dame Lillard breaking news of him officially requesting a trade from Portland, and his destination is Miami Heat. So let me know your thoughts down below on the news. What do you think the Portland Trailblazers are going to get returned? What's the compensation, and how far do you think this Miami Heat team could go with Dame Lillard on the new squad? So let me know your thoughts down below. With that being said, thank you for watching. Thank you for listening through my rough voice. Appreciate it, and I'll see you in the next one.